Okay, so our latest question is, what was going to elementary school like? Um, well, before elementary school, we had kindergarten, and we lived right across the street from the Baptist church where the kindergarten was. And so I lived in a trailer park. All the ends of the trailers faced the road. It was a gravel road, and then there was a big field, and then a big parking lot, and then the church. So I had played in and around that church forever. Mom and Dad, by the time I came along, when we moved to Vidalia, they couldn't find a church home that they felt good in, so they had not gone to church my whole life. But when I went to elementary school, to kindergarten, my kindergarten teacher, her name was Miss Gardner. She was 25. It was her first year to teach. And I know this because many years later, when I was 16 years old, I brought Angie to kindergarten, and Miss Gardner was her teacher. Actually, I came to pick her up one day, and she said, "Oh my God, I should have known this was your kid. She never shuts up." And I started laughing. I said, "She's not mine, but she gets blamed all the time for being just like me." And she said, "She is just like you. It makes me think I've got you back in my class." Miss Gardner was amazing. She started every day lining all the kids up, and you got a hug. I mean, just the sweetest lady ever. And very involved. She had kids of her own, and very involved with the cheerleaders and all kinds of stuff. She was amazing. And the man that I eventually would marry was in my kindergarten class with me. His name was Steve. And I don't remember being connected to him at that time or anything. But he was in my class. In our kindergarten photo, he was one of the kids that was in there. We didn't realize that until after we were together. But, and just talking, because he was from Vidalia as well, obviously. I remember one time it flooded, and I can remember Daddy walking me. He got his boat out. He had a little John boat, put me in it, dressed for school, and he walked me over to the church because the water wasn't that deep, and in a boat. So I went to school in a boat, and I thought that was the coolest thing. But I loved it because I loved the social interaction with all the kids. That was my experience always through school. The social interaction was what kept me really, really entertained. And I liked school. I liked learning. But it was not the draw that the social interaction was.